Hello again and welcome back. Today I went for a walk outside on the beach. I really needed to connect with nature. And when I got here, it was actually really magical. I've never seen the tide this low at this beach before. So I was able to explore the tide pools and hang out with the rocks and check out all the fun crabs and starfish and all that. This guy actually just walked past me who caught this, I think it's big, this big fish. So cute. But anyway, I was thinking a lot about healing and healing our past selves and our childhood traumas. And I was giving a lot of thought to when you think back on yourself and the things that you're embarrassed of or shameful of or angry with yourself for or whatever. Insert any non-loving emotion. So any of those things that you feel that non-loving emotion for. And when you think about those instances or situations in your life, sometimes you get this cringy feeling and this guilt or this shame for what you did. And until we realized that we were really just doing the best that we could with what we had, that pain lingers for a long time. And we keep trying to hide it or mask it or shove it in a corner or change it or whatever. But until we really give it love and recognize that it's a part of us, it's an old version of us that was really doing the best that they could with what they had, then we have a lot more empathy for ourselves. And so it doesn't just happen overnight. It's not like one day we look back at all our past situations and we're like, oh, I have empathy for you. Wow, you were doing the best that you could with what you had. Oh, I love you. And then you just move on and all of a sudden life's better. No, it's like this practice, right? And every time these thoughts or these memories come up, you have to remind yourself that you are worthy and that you are enough and that these past memories or circumstances don't define you. They don't define you. And so anyway, it's this practice and it keeps coming up and you keep having to work at it. And as you get better at it, you start to look at the people around you and your surroundings as other versions of you. So you see you have your avatar, right? Experiencing, or where consciousness is experiencing through your avatar. Then there's all these other avatars where consciousness is experiencing itself through them. And the difference between you and that other avatar in this moment is that you're both watching a different movie. So I'm watching the movie through my avatar and my experience and my point of view. And you're watching the movie through your perspective and your avatar through your point of view. And I can't experience both points of view at one time. I can't watch two movies at one time. I can only watch my movie. But I can recognize that your movie is not less important or less significant than mine. In fact, it's just another fractal or another version of mine, of me, of the same source. And so when we recognize that, and then you see this other avatar, this other version of you, and they're pissing you off or they're annoying you, then you can recognize that this other version of you is really just you. And they are really doing the best that they can with what they have, regardless of what stage they're in. And it just really puts life into perspective a little bit. It helps you treat the people around you a little bit differently. And it's just something that I've been going through a lot lately, and I just wanted to share it. So I hope that made sense. It was kind of just mind vomit from the beach, but basically we look at ourselves, our old versions of ourselves, and instead of judging it and shaming it and trying to hide from it or run from it, recognizing that you were doing the best that you could with what you had. And the same token, so is everybody else. So when you look at another person, it's really another version of you doing the best that they can with what they have. So how are you going to treat that younger or that less wise or less experienced version of yourself? Are you going to shame them and shit on them and tell them that they're not worthy or that their opinion is wrong or doesn't matter? Or can you meet them with love and recognize that they're doing the best they can with what they have? And it doesn't mean that you're right and they're wrong or vice versa. It's just a recognition of another person in a way that doesn't separate you from them. So thinking of people as one, and your brothers and sisters as other facets or versions of you. Thanks. I love you.